Hello, everybody. Let's get right to it. One of the questions that people ask a lot of times like these is, what about gold and silver? Are they worth having when stuff hits the fan? And the answer through history is almost always been yes, unless you're one of those people that jumps on board at the last minute and rides a trend at the end and overpays dramatically for these assets. So it's time to buy. It's not when everybody else is buying, but the calmness of low prices and steady prices and things like that. It's no coincidence, and after the stimulus packages of '08, when this stuff hit the fan, that gold and silver jumped up, especially gold jumped up to a new level where it sort of hung around for quite a while. Here we overshot a little bit and then came down. But there's two very distinct reasons why precious metals are so worth having, and one of the most important ones is historically. Over 5,000 years of history, governments have come and gone, civilizations have come and gone, but the one constant that's remained through all time is people's desire for gold and silver, because they recognize that as a real asset worth money, that is small and it's portable and it's a great powerhouse of value. You can't take your house with you. You can't take your land with you when you want to trade it for something. But you can take a silver dime or something like that and buy yourself something. And people recognize the value. Hey, it's silver. And they recognize the value of gold. It's formed the basis of monetary systems through history. And it was only in 1933 when Franklin Roosevelt wanted to undertake reflation of the economy after the Great Depression, that he untied gold from our U.S. monetary system. So no longer would the Federal Reserve be bound by, and the Treasury be bound by requirements that made them hold 40% gold for every dollar that they wanted to issue. Okay, it was a chain that kept them from willy-nilly opening a printing press. Well, we see today that the printing press has gone wild. Millions of printing presses. There are so many printing presses running right now of money being printed up and things being underwritten. Who can think about the value of the dollar going forward in that situation when they're flooding the market? The more of something, the lower the value. The less of something, the more the value. Point number two, well, we got number one. It's been a store of value and recognized as such for over 5,000 years. It's burned into people's minds. The second important reason is that it is a preserver of purchasing power. It took one dime, it took two dimes in 1929 to purchase 1 gallon of gasoline, 21 cents a gallon. 2 silver dimes got you that gallon of gas. 2 dimes today wouldn't even get you 1/10 of a gallon of gas on average in the nation. Okay? Something's going on with the dollar's purchasing power. It's gone down by about 90% compared to 1929. But if you were to have those same silver coins, those 2 dimes, and if you were going to go into a coin dealer, put those coins down on the counter and say, I'd like to sell these, he will put $2 into your hand, $1 for each of those dimes. Guess what? You still have enough today to buy that gallon of gasoline. Surprise! Your purchasing power has been perfectly preserved. Therein lies the beauty of the precious metals. Over time, they're perfect barometers of what's going on in the world. And remember this too. People say, oh, you know, gold and silver prices are going up and down. No, they're not. They're staying still. It's the other things that are moving around them. It's a hard concept. It's Einstein's theory of relativity. Okay? You think that they're going up and down. In reality, it's the monetary dollars going up and down that surround that. There's no point except when overpaying for an asset, which happened a few times in 1979, 1980. And again, I think in about 2012, where people very overpaid for the asset, okay? But when times are relatively quiet now, when prices are relatively low, especially for things like silver, then to me they represent just a maintenance of purchasing power, and they're always worth having at least some percentage of in your portfolio. Okay? Well, thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed this little overview of how we should look at gold and silver, and precious metals in today's environment. And I think after hearing this, you'll agree there's always something that carries through for the future. And if you think about things like confiscation and things like that, we're in a different sort of world than we were in 1933. It remains to be seen how governments will react to that, but it will be a sticky proposition if they tell people to do that, because there's a very strong likelihood that people may be civilly disobedient to that command, knowing the situation that lies ahead. Self-preservation, not just monetary preservation, is a pretty amazing thing. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you take a second to give a thumbs up if you got something out of this little overview, and your comments are most welcome in the description box below. Thank you.